Isn't it gorgeous? Are you hungry just looking at it? Yeah. Me too. For you guys that don't know, I'm from Texas and I have a mild obsession with Whataburger. All right, maybe not so mild. I once looked up how far the nearest Whataburger is from LA. It's like 4 hours, just in case you were curious. Knowing about this obsession, one of my mods, Daft Penguin, made me a completely customizable Whataburger decal in Rocket League for both the Nissan Skyline and the Octane. And a brief disclaimer before we get too far in this video, this is currently only available for the Steam version of Rocket League, as you need Bacchus mod to do this. Hopefully Bacchus mod will be coming out to the Epic Games Store here pretty soon. Double also, this is not a tutorial on how to get Alpha Console plugin and everything all set up. This is just a showcase of the decal, but I will leave instructions on that down below in the description if you guys want to get this all set up. So for this video, we're just going to do the Octane version of the decal simply because I'm not too sold on my design that I've done for the Nissan Skyline. It's a little harder to tie everything together because there's not a painted version of the Nissan Skyline. So it's like, it's difficult. So you guys just follow along with me while I'm building the Octane decal. If you guys come up with better designs, make sure you @ me and Daft Penguin on Twitter with the Whataburger decal. Show screenshots. I'd love to see them. So starting off, we're going to go with the orange side of the Whataburger Octane decal. And to start off, this is something that I saw you added, and I didn't know he was going to add this to the decal pack, but this is glorious. So if you go into Alpha Console plugin here, he made custom Whataburger banners. So we've got this one. We've got the biscuit one. Guys, the honey butter chicken biscuit is incredible. It's so good. And then we've got logo and biscuit. The biscuit is funnier for the memes. So for the memes, we'll leave that up there. And then he added an antenna. But in order for this to work, if you go down here and you go to Whataburger flag, it's not going to show up immediately. What you have to do is you have to go into your garage and you have to go to your antennas and then equip the NBA flag. And then it'll pop up and it'll be on both now. All right, the next step is we're going to add the underglow. Now, this isn't going to show up at first. So you have to refresh the car model. I know it's not showing up here. It never shows up in the main menu for some reason. And on top of that, on grassy fields, it doesn't show up a whole lot, but it does add like a little bit of color to the window tint and an overall sheen on the car. Trust me, it's gonna play in here in a little bit. And then for the color on this underglow, go over here, and I found the specific color that Whataburger uses for their orange. I got like the RGB code for this, and it is 255, 119, and 15. That is the Whataburger color. And we're gonna use that several times, so remember that number. Maybe Galactic RQ, my editor, will put it someplace on the screen. And then for the boost, I believe for the gold, I used Faded Cosmos. So we'll equip this to orange. And for the trail on this one, this is actually just the trail I use by default now. If I can't think of anything that works with the design, which I don't spend a lot of time designing trails, I just use titanium white friction. I think it looks clean. And then for the wheels, I don't think I actually have the exact color we're gonna use. Okay, I've got the Saptorishi oranges, which if you guys have been by my stream, I use the Saptorishis are currently my favorite wheel. I use these Saptorishi blacks. These are actually black inverted, but the black inverted look almost identical. But these are the wheels I've been using a lot on my Skyline. So we're just gonna use the orange variant right here. And now we're gonna have to Bacchus mod a couple of things to get this to look crisp and clean. So first off, we need to equip the titanium white Octane. For the primary color, we're going to do that same color that we had before. So it's 255, 119, 15. So I'm getting hungry just looking at this. And for the secondary, we're just gonna go just white. 255, 255, 255. Now, if you notice here, so this orange right here on the Saptorishis, it doesn't quite match the car and the flag. So what I did, I've noticed in game, the burnt sienna Saptorishis actually match the color a little bit closer than if you were to just use the orange. Like the orange, they come out like really like almost too yellowy. And this is kind of how you have to do it. If you want like this orange to match this, or what you could do is you could fudge the primary color to match the wheels, and the antenna just kind of is just a little off. But I personally think this looks good because the problem is the Whataburger orange is like a burnt orange. So it's kind of stuck in between burnt sienna and orange. So to get the painted wheels to match, there's only a couple wheels that actually fit the color pretty close. Because usually the oranges are too yellow and the burnt siennas are too brown. But there's a couple wheels that I really like that I'll show you guys here that look really good. But I'll show you that on the blue variant of the car. All right, so here we go. The reveal on the decal. If you go down here, Whataburger Octane. Boop. Oh, wrong one. Whataburger Octane. Boop. And then let's see what it looks like with the boost. And the trail. And then we'll see what it looks like in game later once I get them built. But yeah, that's the Whataburger Octane. God, it's glorious. It looks even better with the underglow, I promise. All right, so for the blue variant of the car, we've still got the Whataburger antenna on. And for the boost, I'm still not sold on this boost, and you'll see why later, but for this, I just use the Golden Cosmos. For the trail, I believe I use the titanium white friction again, which you guys are probably find a better trail to use. Again, at me on Twitter. For the boost and the trails, I put so little thought into the design process of them because I'm not a designer. Okay, and for the wheels on this, we're just going to use straight Saptorishi, so I guess this is on both. For both of the designs, I've used glossy as the paint finish, but you can completely customize the paint finish for either of these as well. In my opinion, I think glossy just looks like Whataburger clean. I've tried it with matte as well, and matte also works. And then for this one, the paint color, the primary is just 255, 255, 255, pure white. And the secondary is that Whataburger color. And for the body, we're gonna go orange because it'll match those wheels real nice. And then let's plop that decal on this one. Yeah, this right here, this is the way chief. God, that looks so good. Man, I miss Whataburger. I just miss Texas, man. Okay, so this is the blue variant of the car, and then if we go over here, and this is the orange variant of the car. Yeah, I'm loving this, guys. And see, now you can kind of see what I'm talking about when I was saying the Skyline is harder to design around because there's no painted versions. Like, the reason this works is because you can get an orange Octane. Otherwise, this would just, like, if the entire body was white, this would look nasty. But, like, the white from the Saptorishi wheels ties in with it. The orange matches. Like, everything about this is so much cleaner. And I've had a lot of problems getting the Skyline to look even half as clean as this. I wanted to show you guys the couple other wheels I found that are this particular brand of orange. So we have the Reapers, the Guidons, the Nippers, the Poly Lights, the Revenants, a personal favorite of mine, the Yamanes, and then we've got orange Deco Punks. I searched through like every wheel in my inventory to find oranges that matched as close as possible, and those are the ones I came up with. I personally just like the Saptorishis. And this is what the car looks like in game. This is the blue version. God, it's glorious. And you can see when it goes supersonic, it's got that titanium white friction trail again, which matches. All around, just a banger. And this is the orange version of the Whataburger decal in game, what it looks like in map. I think it looks really good. As you can see, like the burnt siennas, they match a little closer than the orange variants do. I could always try to cheat the orange to match like I did on the blue variant, but I think this looks pretty clean. And with the underglow, it throws the orange underglow on the burnt sienna wheels and makes them match a little bit better, I think. Also, I'm using the Faded Cosmos boost because it's just like my favorite boost right now. I kind of like the way it sounds as opposed to the Golden Cosmos boost. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and stop by the live stream. I'll be using the Nissan Skyline decal a lot over on stream. So if you have ideas on what I could do to tweak it to make it look good, stop by the stream or at me on Twitter and let me know. And I'll see you guys next time.